Well, YouTube, welcome to a beautiful 66 degree day, I believe it is. We have a lot of flooding going on in the area. We received a lot of rain in 2-day period, which brought all the lakes and rivers up. It's adding lots of water where there was only a swamp before. And is a river back behind my house. Oh yeah, you can see this side of this road back there was starting to wash away. We're getting so much rain running down it. The back behind my house, the river back there, raised about 3-4 feet, something like that. It's halfway up my yard. So much so that the kids were riding their kayaks back and forth over the grass in the yard with plenty of room to spare. I mean, there was feet below them. The ducks have been loving it. They've been coming into the yard and eating all the grass instead of all the stuff out in the river. And beavers have been starting to swim through my yard. So I've been politely suggesting that the beavers leave. One way of putting it, I don't want those beavers taking down any of my trees or ruining any of my stuff, so I've been suggesting that they go elsewhere. But yeah, that's been part of the fun. The no damage to the property for me anyway. I can't say that a lot of the people around the area have basements flooding in, but the way my house is the lower level is still quite a bit of ways above the water line, so I'm in no danger at the moment. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not so lucky. Yeah, other than that, nice day for a ride. Go out and check out some of the water. It's starting to recede in certain places, so that's kind of nice. It's always a good sign. Anybody who's made it this far is probably going to be a-okay. Although it is supposed to rain again later in the week, but I don't believe it's supposed to be that much. I really hope it's not going to be that much. Ooh, what do we got here? Yeah, we're good on the road. Yeah, that's all normally dry. Check out the lake over here. Fortunately, I don't know this lake well enough to know how high it is as opposed to normal, so there you go. That's what that one looks like though. Oh, this is all water in here. Yeah, none of these lakes that I don't know well enough to say how much higher the water is, but I imagine if it's everywhere, like everywhere else around here, it's probably up at least a foot or two. Where I'm at, it backed up a little bit further because of the river I'm on got backed up, so I'm a little bit more so than the lakes in the area. The lakes in the area maybe only came up a couple of feet, or I'm a few feet more than that on the river. So, but even a lot of the older houses with basements and stuff like that around here, they're not faring too well in this extremely saturated soil. Oh, no. Yeah, you go back. Pheasants are not the most intelligent birds. Same with turkeys. Not smart. Not something you want to see on the bike. Well, it's starting to finally get warm out to where I'm... oh, more pheasants. I've seen more and more pheasants. No, don't you frickin' do it. Don't you do it, you stupid ass birds. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's getting warmer, so starting to do some of my projects outside that I don't do in the winter time because obviously it's cold. And one of the projects I got to work on is I got my old bobber. It's a old Yamaha XS 650 that I built years ago, and in the last couple of years one of the carbs started leaking on me. I got that all ripped apart and cleaned up, got to stop leaking, but with the rebuild it just never ran right since. Tried rebuilding the carbs a second time, still just doesn't run right, and it's to the point now where I don't know, debating getting new carbs for it. About to see if I want to take on that project or just go have one of those things, you know, I get to work on engines all day at work, and when I come home I always have the intentions of getting the old bikes up and running again, and walk into the garage and there's an old bike sitting there not running well or possibly in pieces, and right next to it there's a new bike, runs fantastic, all in one piece. So I think, no, I'll just go for a ride and then come back and work on that some other time. But you know how that goes. That really happens. But yeah, one of these days I gotta get the old bike. I got a couple of old bikes. Another one I won't mention just because that one's hasn't seen light of day in I don't know how many years, and that one I have no intent of getting to anytime soon. That one's gonna be a very, very rainy day bike. It's because parts aren't easy to find for some of those bikes. Some of the old bikes that never really broke down much, they never really had parts out there for them because they didn't need them. So now when you go and work on some of these older bikes, parts are difficult to find, and I'm at the point where I really don't want to buy donor bikes just to get an old bike that I'm not really going to ride that often up and running. So I don't know, I'm always on the fence on find the parts, get her up and running, or just turn my bike into one of those donor bikes and stick with the new bikes, because they leave you stranded a lot less. You get the old bikes out and running and you're thinking, yeah, it's pretty good, I'm going to take her out for a test drive, and next thing you know you're pushing her home because one of the parts you thought was in good shape was not in good shape, or this part was clogged, or that part was clogged, or that was fine when I was younger, but I'm getting to the point in my life where I don't want to push bikes home anymore. I'd like to ride them both away and back to my home. Call me crazy. But anyway, just saying, I'm trying to motivate myself to maybe get that one up and running again, and I don't know. No suspension, horrible brakes, runs like crap right now. Keep thinking, oh, it'd be fun to get it up and going again, and then I keep thinking, it'd be fun just to leave it where it's at. Anyway, let me know what you think. Should I start on this XS 650 side project, get the bobber resurrected again and take it out? Or should I just forget about it and stick to driving the newer bikes? Let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna head back into the sun here, so I'm gonna give you guys a overly bright goodbye, I guess. Not really bright mentally wise, but bright isn't just like that. So thanks for coming along, thanks for putting up with me, thanks for enjoying the ride. God bless you for making it this far, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.